So we are back again guys for another tutorial for our basics of Master Duel. So first, we would like to thank everyone for supporting our channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below what should we add in our tutorials. So first, we have two types of deck. We have a main deck and the extra deck. So what's the main deck? Main deck consists of our playing cards, and our extra decks consist of the monsters that will be summoned through different conditions. So first, we have the main deck. The main deck consists of 40 up to 60 cards. 40 is the minimum cards and 60 is the maximum cards. And in our extra deck, we have 15 is the maximum, and there is no minimum cards in our extra deck. So now I'm going to teach you what are different types of summoning in our extra deck. So here in my deck, I have three different types, but there are 5 different types of summoning in our extra deck. There are fusion. So here we have our fusion. We have our synchro. We have our seed. We have our pendulum. We have our link. Ritual are included on our main decks. Ritual summons are different from summoning in extra deck because these ritual monsters require ritual spell cards. So this ritual summoning is just in the main deck. So first, we will discuss what is fusion. Fusion is the basic of all the summoning in extra deck. So first, we have an example of this one, Flame Swordsman. So if we want to special summon Flame Swordsman, we must have 2 monsters on the field or in hand, depending on the fusion condition. So we have Flame Manipulator in our field and Masaki the Legendary Swordsman. So in order to fusion summon this Flame Swordsman, we need to have these 2 monsters on the field. So that's just the concept of fusion summon. We need 2 different monsters based on their name. And next is synchro. So synchro summon. Synchro summoning requires a tuner. So what is a tuner? A tuner is a type of monster that can be used for synchro summon. For example, this is Black Wing Hoster. This is a wing beast, a tuner. So how can we summon this tuner? This tuner can be summoned by adding 2 levels or 2 to 3, or depending on the cards that we are using, 2 to 3 to 4 monsters, adding their level. For example, we have this Blackwing Gale of the Whirlwind. It has 3 levels, and when we synchro summon it with Blackwing Borer of the Spear, so 4 plus 3 is 7. So the requirement to summon this Blackwing Assault Blackwing Raikiri is 7. So we can special summon this using this Blackwing Gale and Blackwing Bora. So that's it for synchro summoning. In synchro summoning, we just need to remember that level is important in summoning. Next is exceed summon. So exceed summoning is somehow same at synchro summoning, but the conditions are different because it requires same levels. For example, we have this Blackwing Bora and another Blackwing Bora. So it states here at Trade Raptors 4 states that to special summon this from our extra deck, we need 2 level 4 monsters. So if we have 2 level 4 monsters on the field, we can special summon this Trade Raptor 4 states. So that's just all the conditions in summoning Exceeds, but there are different conditions, like for example Seed YZ. For example, this Red Raptor Final Fortress, it requires 3 level 12 monsters. So different Exceed monsters requires different conditions to be met. So for example, this Red Raptor Arsenals requires 2 level 7 monsters. It doesn't have to be Red Raptor, it is just stated that it should be 2 level 7 monsters. Different from other monsters like Red Raptor Blaze Falcon, it requires 3 level 5 Winged Beast monsters. So these are different conditions to be known for us to know how to summon these monsters. So for example, this Cyber Dragon Infinity, it requires 3 level 6 Light Machine monsters. So lastly, and that's for Exceed Summon, and lastly for Link Summon. Link Summon is different from Exceed, Fusion, and Synchro. Link Summon requires 2 monsters depending on the condition. It doesn't have to be the same level, it doesn't have to be the summation of 2 levels. It just requires 2 monsters based on the criteria. For example, 2 monsters including a tuner. So here in Crystal Firebrax, it requires 2 monsters and a tuner. So here at Trade Raptor Wise Strix, it requires 2 Dark Winged Beast monsters. So just 2 Dark Winged Beast monsters. The condition will be based on the type and the attribute. Next is Winning Carry. 2 monsters with the same attribute or type. So it could be any monster with the same attribute. And lastly, for example, is 2 means 2 monsters plus monsters including a Wing Beast monster. So here we can see that including a Wing Beast monster, a Wing Beast monster is required to summon a Wingbird Seymour, Wingbird of Sovereignty. So, and Pendulum Summon requires Pendulum. Here, it requires Pendulum summoning for it to be summoned. So, Pendulum summoning has different approaches when it comes to summoning different monsters. It is more likely using its Pendulum skill to summon a monster. So for the basics, we should understand first what are fusion summoning, synchro summoning, seed summoning, and link summoning, and somehow at the end we can understand what is pendulum summoning. So that's all. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.